What's up, Wildcats? I am here with my sincerest apologies. As you know, a few weeks ago, me, Ace, and Keegan invaded Wildcat TV. We threatened to blow the place up. Keegan has since been put into a mental hospital for his crimes.
He will not be back in anytime soon.
And I was mandated to court therapy. After long process of reformation, I am back in society, and I will deliver great news onto you people. I am so sorry for the way I acted. Ace, do you have anything else to add? Perfect. On Wednesday, we have an ACT prep class for math in room 507. For all you juniors, please show up. This will help with your ACT. And next, we have baseball versus Syracuse High School. We have boys tennis versus Olympus High School. On Thursday, we have unified basketball, boys soccer versus Clearfield. And on Saturday, we have boys lacrosse at Syracuse again. On Monday, we have the start of Wish Week, so please show up and have your wishes ready, I guess. I don't really know what to say. We have boys tennis at Farmington, and we have the ACT science prep. On this week is the beginning of fourth term. For some of you seniors, this will be the last time you will ever show up at this school, and then you will have to face the harsh realities of adult life. I'm sorry.
It also feels like the school year's gone by quite fast, hasn't it?
Very much so, Ace.
We now go to Nate with Meet Nate.
I'm Caleb Webb. I'm here with
Mrs. Webb.
and she's going to tell us about the meet.
So the Meet Meet is coming up. It is on Thursday, March 20th, and it is put on by the counselors. And this time we are talking about healthy relationships. So sign up on My DSD. This is my kid, and so I can hug him like that. So sign up on My DSD. I think there's spots for 30 students. And yeah, come out here to the teen center. We feed you pizza, and then you go into the wellness room to have the class about healthy relationships.
Tell me how you loved before.
Next, we have John with the Senior Awards Nights with Christy.
And after that, we get to Sophia with Hope Squad.
Hey Wildcats, the following segment discusses themes of suicide. We ask that you have your full attention on this next segment, so if you're on your phones, please put them down for a second because this is really important to hear.
A stigma is something judged negatively, which makes people not want to talk about it.
So reducing the stigma just means we normalize talking about suicide prevention. That way the topic doesn't feel uncomfortable or like something taboo.
It's important to reduce the stigma because people need to feel comfortable talking about depression and suicide awareness so that it becomes normalized, but also so that we can look for warning signs and help people.
Okay, so warning signs look different for everybody. They can be for suicide, mental health issues, depression, just anything like that. So some common ones are self-harm, abnormal happiness or like sadness, not doing things they used to love, or just like acting out of the normal. And it's important with warning signs that you notice big ones and small ones. So there's like indirect and direct. Indirect is like the ones I mentioned previously. Indirect is like saying that they want to do stuff or commit like suicide or just anything like that. So
how to respond after suicide can be brought up by focusing on accurate information and not blaming yourself or others. Instead, focus on their life and what they did and achieved rather than their death.
Hello Wildcats, my name is Braden Gates. I am the integrated educational therapist here at the school, and I have some statistics around suicide that I wanted to bring up. So according to the Utah Department of Health and Human Services, this is based on a 2023 Youth Risk Behavior Survey. So in 2023, 37% of Utah high school students felt sad or hopeless in the previous 12 months. So that roughly estimates to about 555 kids at our school. And also in 2023 as well, 22.9% of Utah high school students have seriously considered attempting suicide. And then that translates in our school to almost 330 kids. Another statistic is 14.2% of Utah students in grades 8, 12, and 8, 10, and 12 felt moderately socially isolated, and 9.2% felt severely socially isolated, which estimates to about 140 students at Woods Cross. And then the last one that I'll mention is 42.7% of youth who felt sad, hopeless, or suicidal did not want to talk to anyone about this, which roughly estimates to about 645 kids. Just want to kind of go over maybe some myths around suicide and talking about what I call the S word. One of the biggest myths is that if we don't ever talk about it, it's never going to happen, right? Or if we talk about it all the time, that it's going to increase suicide. And I just want to make sure that that's a really big myth, that just talking about suicide is not actually going to increase suicides overall. It's actually going to help prevent them. It is kind of a scary subject to even talk about and bring up. So a lot of times I just try to tell people, hey, tell them thank you for bringing it up, and then shift into how can I help you? This is how I can help you, is by taking you to a trusted adult or someone at the school. That can be really good options in supporting people that do come in talking about suicide. Thank you so much, Wildcats. I appreciate your time. See you later.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
Next up is Savannah with class elections.
What's up, cats? Today I'm going to be talking about class elections. So make sure you vote for whoever you want to be your class president and then class whatever. Here's our candidates for class president. Okay, so the votes have been counted. And it looks like for the new class president of 2025 through 2026 is Rumi! Yay! Make sure you go vote for your new class and class president.
Next, we have Keegan with GSA, and apparently he's gotten out of his mental hospital. This is really interesting news.
It is quite interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sigh. I wish I had an ally.
Well, hello. Why's that?
Because it's Ally Week at Pride Club this Thursday.
No way. Let's go.
Thank you so much for inviting me back to Wildcat TV. I have been through a whole lot in the past few weeks, and I'm glad to be back. I will continue to show up at Anchors, and so will Ace, as long as, we will continue our court-mandated therapy.
Have a great week, Wildcats, and we're almost at the end of the school year. So until then, see ya!
Yeah!